We're doing it, boys. Face reveal time. We're doing it. Hey guys, it's Soul. It's my first face cam video. You guys now know what I look like. You can now dox me. That's gonna be a fun time. I'm sure one of you will try. At least reverse image search me. But today I want to go through the OSCP syllabus, which I have here, right? And we're gonna go through all the chapters. And pretty much rate myself 0 through 5. You know, I'm starting it actually. I started it yesterday, the course. And I want to see how prepared I think I am and compare myself to after the course. If I probably not if when I fail, definitely that'll be a fun time, you know. But over the course of my course, I want to, you know, talk about it, share it with you guys. Obviously I can't share too much, right? But I can talk about what I'm learning, and my opinions if I think it's outdated or if it's very helpful. Hopefully it'll be helpful, you know. But let's get right into this. Chapter 0, you know, doesn't even look like it counts. Actually, you know what? Let me make it bigger so I can read it. So, chapter 0 doesn't actually look like it counts as a chapter. It's just course information. Chapter 1, getting comfortable with Kali Linux. Looking through it, finding my way around Kali, managing services with SSH, HTTP, bash scripting. This is stuff you pick up from CTFs. I don't see how this will be challenging at all, right? So I'm gonna straight up give this a 5. I feel prepared in this sense. If we scroll down farther and we go to essential tools, we have Netcat, NCAT. NCAT I haven't seen before, but I'm assuming it's Netcat, right? Wireshark, TCP data dump. All these things I have used, right? Mostly again through CTFs and different things. I think it just comes to practice. I'm gonna say 5. Expert, you know, I know enough to get through. That'd be great. Passive information gathering. First thing is Google hacking. I don't know. This is a weird one, right? Google hacking I've always seen as like it's a cool little niche thing, but I haven't seen it be very practical. I know you can do things and like find cameras. That's pretty cool. But not sure how useful it would be. But again, we're rating me, right? This isn't anything on the course. So I'm gonna give myself a fat 0. I know nothing about Google hacking, right? I've heard it exists, and you can search things, and it's cool. And you can find filtered websites, but I know nothing about it. Active information gathering is chapter 4. DNS enumeration, lookups, reverse lookups, port scanning. I assume they're gonna make us use Nmap, right? That's not bad. SMB. I know nothing about SMB. So looking through that, that's something I definitely will completely be 0 on. Need to learn. SMTP enumeration. I know a little bit. SMM, right? A little bit. So this one looks like I will know a quality amount. Like, right, doing CTFs, you know how to find the basics, right? I mean, everyone's tried to look up an IP, and when you're a kid, right, hack someone's IP. Me personally, right? So I'll give myself a 3, right? I mean, Nmap isn't bad, right? Anyone can do a port scan and find open ports and the services running. So chapter 5, vulnerability scanning. That I'm not sure. I mean, that could just be open ports. That could be like actually finding exploits. So, I mean, I've never heard, like, what they're trying to show, I've never heard. I'll give myself one. That seems interesting. Buffer overflows, I'm a huge fan of. They're just fun. They're fun challenges, right? Um, finding them, I don't think will be easy for me. Usually, I do them CTFs. I keep saying CTFs, but um, finding one and actually exploiting without having the source code, that could be a problem. So I'll give myself a 2. Did I rate mmap vulnerability scanning? If not, I'll have to see. But I'll give myself a 1. Windows. See, this is the issue. So OSCP covers the Linux side of hacking and some Windows. I know literally nothing about Windows. Absolutely zero. So controlling EIP, sure, right? Locating shellcodes, sure. That's buffer overflow stuff. But actually doing it in Windows, no clue. 0. Fat 0. Linux, on the other hand, chapter 8, I can do this. No problem. Free, right? I've done plenty of pwn challenges, or reverse engineering, depending on how you classify, where it's just buffer overflows. So this shouldn't be a problem. 5. Working with exploits, finding exploits in Kali and web. Setting up a development environment. So various code languages. That's probably JavaScript, PHP problems. I think I know a good amount of what I'm looking for, but of course, it could always be everything. I've done a little bit of PHP, and JavaScript's always been that little thing I try to ignore, right? I never really want it. No one wants to deal with JavaScript if you can. So probably 3 on this one. File transfers doesn't seem that bad. I think I can do that. I'll give myself a 4 if maybe it's about dodging antivirus, but I think I can do a secure file transfer. Privilege escalation. This is why I'm taking this course. If anyone knows Hack the Box, I am god awful on Hack the Box. Privilege escalation is one of the things I've always struggled with. There's just the amount of boxes I've done from user to root, 0. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself a 1 because I know what I'm trying to achieve, but getting there has just never happened. Client-side attacks. They do this in an interesting way, right? They talk about Internet Explorer, Java-signed applets. Right. So this is where I have not problems with OSCP, but I realize what it is. And looking at this, right? This seems outdated. Like Internet Explorer, who realistically uses it? It's like 8% of users now use Internet Explorer, not even. In Java signed applets, I've personally never come and seen one. Like there's so many other things to use now. This is, I don't know. I feel like OSCP, it will teach you the mindset of what you need, but not actually like up to date vulnerabilities. So client side attacks, personally, I know nada. This will be another 0. It's not looking good for me, guys. This is kind of concerning. Web application attacks. Iceweasel is probably just one of the tools. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Cross-site scripting. See, this is where I come in. I hate all web development. It's one of the things I've struggled with. Doing HTML, JavaScript, things like that, just painful to me. But I know the rough what you should do. Like iframe injections, have done a few times. Not proficient though. Stealing cookies, that's easy. I've done that. SQL injections though, I've definitely done. Those are every CTF. There's always one. You know it. Either it's union or it's just a simple or 1 equals 1. But SQL injections, you can just run SQL map or something. That should be fine for me. Proxies, definitely done both. Automated SQL tools, yeah. Web apps, I'll give myself a 2 because cross-site scripting I feel like such a huge thing, and I know nothing about it or nothing too intense. Password attacks. I think this one should be pretty easy. I mean, you got your standard John the Ripper, uh, Hydra, right? They even actually, yeah, they do mention Hydra, right? And Medusa. I don't see this shouldn't be an issue. It's just basically running programs. I'm gonna give myself a 5 because anything that I don't know, I feel like I could have just figured out by googling. All right, port redirection tunneling. I'm not sure. This one haven't had really any experience. I'll give myself a 0, right? I mean, all these things sound like I could guess what they are, but I'm not sure. Metasploit. Metasploit I've never used. I did the CTF one, the actual Metasploit CTF, but I could never get the thing working. So I've actually had 0 experience. And in the actual exam, you're only allowed to use it for 1 box, so I'm not sure how useful it'll be. Outside of the exam, I've heard Metasploit is amazing, right? Use it for everything. But with the actual exam, I mean, it shouldn't take up too much of my time. But what I know, I'm rating myself, it'll be a 0. Bypassing antivirus is the next chapter. Again, literally nothing. I know nothing about malware antivirus, but it's gonna definitely be a cool thing to learn. We got the last chapter, boys. Assembling the pieces, pen testing breakdown. Actually, I don't think I can rate myself on this one. It's kind of just going through the steps and then explaining. All right. So we got through the entire thing. And now we're going to see and add up the score. There's 17 chapters. Alright, boys, so I pulled out my trusty calculator, and I did the monster math, okay? Turns out I'm only averaging a 2.11. But I think this is okay. I'm supposed to learn from OSCP, and there is a lot to learn. Like I said, I may not think it's the most up-to-date, but hopefully, my goal at least, is to get that mentality of I can do more and try harder. So what is to come from me, I guess, is the next thing. Is I'm going to do more update videos on OSCP. Hopefully more videos in general. And I'm going to just, I don't know, share what I'm doing, share what I'm thinking. And I'll definitely do more videos on OSCP. It's such an important and cool course. And I'm going to help anyone out that is thinking about doing it or who is doing it. Well, that's the vid, guys, and I'll see you next video.